live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
This morning, the first arrest is made in the case of a 4-year-old who was shot and killed at her home. What's next in this ongoing capital murder case of little Mary Ann Marble?
Today, we're highlighting a community about 6 miles west of downtown for the latest edition of Know My Neighborhood. We're going to hear from Thompson neighborhood residents and what they say is the biggest hurdle they're now facing.
And go Spurs go! The 2024 season for your San Antonio Spurs starts tonight in Dallas. We're going to take you up there to the Metroplex to see how Wemby, CP3, and the rest of the Silver and Black are getting ready for tip-off later tonight.
A lot of excitement around that.
Good morning. I got the basketball going. We got a little one here at the newsroom. We have to start getting some practice reps in.
You need to put a goal up here so we can start testing the skills out, see if he's actually good. Of course.
Basketball in Wemby's hand, like an actual size basketball in Wemby's hand.
Thank you guys for waking up with us. As you can see, we're starting off on a great note, great
Spurs
energy.
Day. Yep.
And of course, the weather is shaking out to not look as much like fall, but it's okay because you guys are used to it. Right, Justin?
I mean, yes, consistency is everything, even in basketball, too. Hey, do we know who the starting lineup's going to be, RJ?
Just know Devin Vassell, but we don't know who the starting lineup. But Devin Vassell is out.
Is out. Yes. All right, but it's going to be a great season. I feel it. We're going to shock the world. I know we are. At this point, it's not shocking the world, though, because I think we're getting better. Anyway, let's take a look at the forecast. We do have some fog out there this morning. We have some dense fog, in fact, down there around Beeville and stretching up towards Gonzales and Victoria. Basically the same places we saw yesterday. This likely will advance off to the north and west, though, this area of fog. So I do think we could see some here in San Antonio. It's not a guarantee, but we'll keep an eye out for it if those numbers start to come down. Right now, temperature is 73. It's warm because it is so very humid. 73 Converse, 72 Stinson, 66 right now in Poteet. Your forecast, clouds and fog this morning, and that eventually leads to some sun, 82 noontime, and then up to 88 this afternoon. It's another warm one. And we do have some stats now showing us that this could be the warmest October on record if things continue as they are. We'll take a look at those stats for you coming up in just a couple minutes. But let's get out to the roadways. How are things looking right now?
All right, things looking pretty good. If you're about to step outside right now, taking a look at your traffic authority right now, 37 and 410 traffic moving along pretty good. Hey, 37th the Alamo Dome right there. Got that big Sting Billy Joel concert coming up tomorrow. But we do expect a lot of traffic around there tomorrow evening. Not the case right now as we take a look at 37 and Southton Road. Again, no major incidents let you know about. The ongoing construction there at I-10 and Woodlawn is going to be the only issue that we are seeing at the moment. Jaffney?
So it has been more than 5 months since 4-year-old Mary Ann Marble was shot and killed at her home off of Windsor Hollow on the northeast side. Last night, the first arrest in the case was made. The suspect walked in front of our cameras. John Paul Barajas was there as it happened.
In the ongoing capital murder case of little Mary Ann Marble, 20-year-old Isaiah Perales was walked to a BCS unit in cuffs and showed no remorse just a few hours ago. Did you do it? You didn't do it? They got the wrong guy? Why are you in cuffs? Although he says it wasn't him, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office says otherwise. The sheriff told us the recovery of a Draco or short-barreled rifle at the bottom of Calaveras Lake earlier this week was test fired today, and the shell casings matched those of the shooting that killed Mary Ann Marble. And that through digital evidence, they tracked Perales' whereabouts near the home off Windsor Hollow and then hours after at Calaveras Lake. Perales was arrested by SWAT and gave himself up. He is facing multiple charges: capital murder, aggravated assault mass shooting, aggravated assault deadly weapon, and 2 counts of serious bodily injury to a child. The additional charges are due to the shooting injuring Mary Ann's 7- and 8-year-old siblings as well as her 2 parents.
I'm telling you right now, there's going to be other people going to jail. They can determine what level of charge they face. Do they want to face capital murder like this guy and possibly the death penalty? Or would they choose to come in and cooperate with us and possibly save themselves that fate?
Doorbell video from the May 8th shooting shows 2 men run out of a car and unload 30 rounds into that home off Windsor Hollow. Sheriff Salazar says that Perales is the front man, that they have multiple people of interest for who the second person is in the video, as well as possibly 2 to 3 others who may have been in the car during the shooting. One person the sheriff said he was confident would soon cross over from person of interest to suspect is 22-year-old Brian Salazar. He was arrested with Perales earlier this month in an auto theft ring bust. Now, the sheriff is still asking anyone with information to come forward. You can do that anonymously. You can call Bexar County Crime Stoppers at 210-224. Stop. At the Bexar County Sheriff's Office, John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Yeah, some dramatic video there. Well, request denied, at least for now. That is the response our KSAT Investigates team received after sending a request to the Kendall County Sheriff's Office asking for body and dash cam video of Brad Simpson's arrest near Bernie earlier this month. Brad Simpson, of course, is the husband of Suzanne Clark Simpson, the missing mother of 4 from Olmos Park. The Kendall County Sheriff's Office is asking the Attorney General to decide if we can get that arrest footage. They say that footage could be used in the criminal case against Brad Simpson. Right now, Brad Simpson is facing charges of unlawful restraint, family violence, tampering, fabricating physical evidence, and prohibited weapons-related charges. We've also learned that Brad Simpson is requesting through his attorney to have contact with his children. Right now, he's not allowed to do that according to the conditions of his release on the charge of unlawful restraint. His attorney argues that Simpson is not a threat to them and wants that condition to be changed. Meanwhile, as Olmos Park Police and several other agencies continue to search for Suzanne Simpson, we spoke with a former prosecutor about the possibility of prosecuting a case without a body. That former prosecutor says that while it's not impossible, there are several big challenges. You can watch and read that story on our website right now at KSAT.com.
Early voting in the 2024 presidential election is well underway, and this year voter turnout has been huge. Here's a look at the numbers of the in-person voters so far for the day 3. According to the Bexar County Elections Department, we got 47,739 people came out to vote yesterday. If you haven't voted early just yet and you still want to, you have until November the 1st, which is right around the corner. If you can't make it out by then, there's always Election Day, which is November the 5th. Meanwhile, both presidential candidates will be coming to the Lone Star State tomorrow. Former President Donald Trump is scheduled to be in Austin, and Vice President Kamala Harris will be in Houston. And so far, we don't know the particular timetable of when they are set to arrive and host events. But overnight, the Wall Street Journal releasing a new poll showing that former President Donald Trump has taken a narrow 2-point lead nationally. It's a 4-point swing from August when Vice President Kamala Harris was up by 2 percentage points. Tonight, Harris is starting a concert series called When We Vote, We Win. That will happen in Georgia. Bruce Springsteen is also performing. Meanwhile, Trump has rallies in Arizona and Nevada, and he's also expected to sit down with Joe Rogan this Friday.
In some other news this morning, Boeing factory workers voted to reject the latest contract offer and continue a more than 5-week strike. The vote was 64% in opposition to the deal, which offered a 35% rise in wages over the next 4 years. The rejection of Boeing's offer, which comes after 95% of workers voted against the first contract last month, reflects years of resentment from workers who felt cheated by the company in those talks a decade ago and deepens a financial crisis. After the vote, union leaders said that they were ready to immediately resume negotiations with Boeing. Boeing said that it did not have an immediate comment on that vote.
All right, it is 5:08. We're looking at 73 degrees outside.
Yeah, feel a little bit warmer out there. Well, coming up, a Westside nonprofit is asking for your help in hopes of upgrading their senior center. How much it needs in order to get everything working for those who need it the most.
Taking a live look outside with Live Cam. Good morning, San Antonio. Not many people on the roadways just yet, but hey, that commute will pick up. We'll get to everything you need to know there, your forecast, and of course, Spurs talk. Yeah. All that and more coming your way. Good morning. Welcome back. It is 5:11. Here's a story where you can help out. Okay, so after seeing a massive growth with seniors needing some community and educational services, one Westside nonprofit is asking for your help in the hope of upgrading their senior center. So if you see right behind me, this right here is a rendering of that project. It is $2.8 million project. They're hoping to make it a reality. Well, that organization is House of Neighborly Services, and this is what the space that is in need of upgrades looks like now. It was built in the 60s, and as you can see, it's in dire need of that facelift. Well, the organization serves both children and seniors with a variety of free programs geared toward building stronger families and helping the elderly age in place with grace. And having this space versus what they have to currently use, which serves between 400 and 1,000 people a year, will strengthen their mission in their community.
Our seniors are currently in a space across the street from us that is limited in capacity. So We can fit about 45 to 50 seniors at the most, and so we're busting at the seams there.
So thanks to some donations, they are halfway to their goal, but they still need a little more than $1 million to complete what they're calling phase 2. Now at 6, I'll introduce you to one of those seniors who's been going to their services for over a decade, but you'll hear just how important their services became when the pandemic hit and why the need to expand is so great. It was so good going out there and just seeing firsthand what all they do, you know, for the community, and seeing how much they help out the West Side community. Again, mostly a Spanish-speaking community. They have a lot of different programs and services, so they're just needing that space to be able to comfortably serve more people.
Yeah, and a lot of these seniors rely on these spaces like that, not only for, you know, even things for like AC, being able to kind of socialize and be able to get out of the house. So definitely something that hopefully they get that facelift for sure.
Yes, can't wait for them to see the story in the next hour.
Yeah, definitely. Good job there. Jeff, all right, 5:14 right now, 73 degrees outside.
They're going to look at Drive Cam. Looks like we got Alice Gomez on the road. Of course, things are looking great so far. We're going to have an update on exactly what your commute is looking like next.
How would you describe this neighborhood?
Historic. Once you start digging into the neighborhood, the history, the people who live here, what makes it special, it's the only way to describe it.
These are generational homes from the grandparents to the parents to the children to the grandchildren.
Since the 1950s.
Yeah, and we don't want to move.
The city has a plan for growth, but hasn't requested input from the residents to find out what, you know, our wants and our needs are.
We're standing together because everybody knows each other here, and we've all grown up together.
We went to high school together, that we all lived in the same neighborhood, and then we all went in the military together.
How do you uproot somebody that's already in their 70s going into their 80s?
Animals can get attacked, other pets can get attacked, and then even worse, people are getting attacked.
We're not going anywhere. If you find out, look at the heart of us, we're all civil activists and civil rights activists in our heart.
There you go. We got a brand new Know My Neighborhood airing tonight at 6 p.m. right here on KSAT.
All right, cannot wait for that. I know Patty Santos was part of that project. We're going to talk to her a little while and see exactly what she's got going on with Know My Neighborhood. All right, taking you outside with the roads, 281 Stone Oak Parkway. Traffic looking pretty good. Same situation out there, Borgfield Road. Good morning to all of my folks out there on the far north side of town. Redland Road, traffic looking pretty good for the most part. And I believe we got Alex back on the ground. Do we have Alex? Okay, he's getting out of here.
But can you say, like, okay, so he apparently, okay, there we go. I'll be him. Hey, RJ, happy Thursday. Yeah, everything, the commute is looking really fine right now. I am right now on this particular side of the city right now, and of course, if anything pops up, I'll come back to you.
No, Alex is like, happy Friday, Junior.
Yeah, there you go. No, we love Alex.
Oh, wow.
I hear you.
Hopefully we get him back. I miss Alex. That's my boy.
You guys kind of nailed that. Not gonna lie to you, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Hey, we got a trivia question for you this morning. Just ask Justin. Because we got some football games tonight, we're gonna go back to high school football theme here. What is the most common high school mascot in Texas? And this is private, all size schools. So if you aggregate all of them, what is the most common Texas high school mascot? You can vote ksat.com/poll or scan the QR code. Your choices are Eagles, Bulldogs, Tigers, or Cougars.
You know, I will say nothing that I was thinking is on that list. I gotta do some brainstorming right now.
Yeah, think about it. Those are all popular mascots, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So that makes it pretty tough.
And they are all representative of San Antonio area high schools.
True,
yes,
true.
So some San Antonio area high schools have those mascots.
It's absolutely true. So getting some votes in. Yeah, let us know what you think. We'll have some fun with this one this morning. And speaking of, Jefferson versus Sam Houston going on tonight at Alamo Stadium. That should be a good one. It starts at 7 o'clock. At 6 p.m., we'll have temperatures in the upper 80s. So when the games get underway, if you're getting there early for the game, it's going to be warm. But by 8 p.m., midway through 80, and by the end of the game, we're in the 70s. So that's not so bad, but this is still pretty warm weather for late October high school football. I mean, we would hope for something a little cooler than that. And speaking of, If you take a look at the temperatures this month, now obviously we are not done with the month yet. We still have a week or so left. But if you were to end the month today, this would be the hottest October on record. And this probably comes as no surprise to you because if you've been outside at all, it's been very warm. But interesting that we may set another record here. Again, we'll keep this updated and see where we end up. But I feel pretty confident we'll end up in the top 5 just based on the forecast that we have going forward. Outside right now, clouds are there, 73 degrees at the airport, 70 in New Braunfels, a little cooler for Bernie and Kerrville. But all in all, a fairly warm morning when you consider we have more moisture in place, and we are starting to see some of that fog get pretty thick. Victoria, Beeville, Gonzales, LaGrange, these are areas where the fog has really kicked in. The question will be is how far northwest does this fog make it? It's possible it can move into San Antonio. We'll keep an eye on things. But for right now, we're just dealing with cloudy skies here in town. 69 at 8 o'clock, noontime 82. We'll make it up to 88 this afternoon. Yes, more heat is in the forecast. Ooh, did you see that? See all the bats? That's cool. Halloween sneak peek. It is going to be mild, we think. Jackets likely not needed with your costumes. It also is trending drier. Rain chances are slim. And the wild card is going to be a cool front, but at this point, the models have really backed off of any front moving in for Halloween. So I'm sorry to say, it's going to be warm, but still spooky. All right, 89 Friday, 88 Saturday, 88 Sunday. Yeah, you get the idea. Upper 80s across the board. There is a small chance for shower maybe Wednesday, Thursday, again for Halloween. But if we see a shower, it's going to be brief and light, nothing significant.
You can go as a gym rat. So that way, if you're sweating, you fit your...
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
nice.
like
That's a good
literally,
one.
the sweaty armpits and stuff like that. Like, hey, man, I'm playing I do CrossFit, you know.
It works.
Yeah.
I actually like that.
There you go. Okay, so it's 5:22 right now, 73 degrees outside.
I like that, Jeff. All right. Speaking of gym rats here, look at my guy, Wemby. The San Antonio Spurs season opener is tonight up in Dallas. We're going to hear from the one and only Victor Wembanyama as he gets ready for the start of year 2. That's coming up next. All right, here we go. We are hours away from Spurs basketball as we are set to tip off the 2024-25 season with Victor Wembanyama, Chris Paul III, Kellen Johnson, and the rest of the fellas, y'all. The silver and black are back.
He is always getting this little ball. It just sneaks up. He got it. Okay, so Spurs star
Pull it out of my
Victor Wembanyama is 1 year older, and the silver and black have acquired some veteran talent, which means the expectations are on the rise.
All right, this is a bit of deja vu, though. The Spurs opened with Dallas last season here in San Antonio, lost that one 126-119. That, of course, was Wemby's NBA regular season debut. He finished with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. But, of course, that launched his Rookie of the Year run. It's year 2 of Wemby, and he's ready to start where he left off.
I remember, yes, it's different. Last year was just, a lot of experimenting. Where here is we want to perform, first minute, first play of the game, So it's very different.
All right, my man ready to drop a triple-double on them Mavs right there. We'll tip off between the Spurs and Mavericks 6:30 tonight on TNT from American Airlines Center. The Spurs home opener will be Saturday against the Houston Rockets.
I bet people in the nosebleed can feel him when he runs. Because I feel those long arms like a big wind.
It is a sight to see Wemby on the court, I will say. Amongst all these other super tall human beings, he stands out. It's really impressive stuff.
Got to go to a game.
You do, yeah.
5:26 right now, 73 degrees outside.
All right, Animal Care Services, they're investigating yet another dog attack incident. Why the dog responsible is said to be released soon, even though neighbors say it has an aggressive history.
And ahead at 6, after several teens in Central Texas were poisoned by fentanyl-laced pills, law enforcement and local families want you to know what the pills look like and how to talk to your family about fentanyl.
Welcome back. Well, a San Antonio mother tells us that she's tired of dealing with dangerous dogs after a pit bull attacked her daughter. Look at that video right there. Why she says not enough is being done to protect her and her neighbors.
Plus, we'll show you the new San Antonio Police Department helicopter that's dedicated to the fallen SAPD officer.
And it's Know My Neighborhood Day right here at KSAT 12. This time we're taking you to the Thompson neighborhood where drainage and flooding problems are threatening to uplift dozens of homes in that area.
Good morning and happy Thursday. We are making it and we're almost at the end of the week, almost to Halloween. Got a lot of good things to look forward to.
Halloween weekend, obviously Muertos Fest. We got Billy Joel and Sting at the Alamo Dome tomorrow. It's going to be an action-packed weekend.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yes.
Oh, wait, are they together or
They're
separate?
together.
Oh.
They're playing together at the Alamo Dome.
There's going to be a lot of people on the roadways.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people are going to be out and about.
Yeah, downtown's going to be crowded, that's for sure. It's going to be warm. If you have outdoor plans this weekend, I mean, it probably comes as no surprise, but yes, it is going to be hot still this weekend. Fog is going to be the main concern this morning. We've got some fog there closer to the coast as some of that humidity starts to move back in. So far, visibility in San Antonio has been just fine, but Beeville, Victoria, Gonzales, LaGrange, that's the area that we saw fog yesterday. It's redeveloping again this morning. This go around, though, they have issued a dense fog advisory for those a little bit closer to the coast. Visibility could drop below a quarter of a mile, so be careful if you're watching from our southeastern counties this morning. Hey, 48 days now without measurable rainfall. We keep adding to this number. It's not a good stat, but we will keep you updated on this. It's the longest stretch since 1996. And we are now in the top 10 driest stretches when you're talking about days without measurable rainfall. Certainly not going to get any today. We'll start off with clouds and a little bit of fog, as we said. Noontime 82, 88 is your high temperature this afternoon. And yes, more warmth by the weekend and probably for Halloween too. More on that forecast in just a bit. Let's get out to the roadways now. How are things looking at this hour?
All right, thank you, Justin. Checking on your traffic authority with some of our TransGuide traffic cameras. Southeast side of town, 37 South Cross traffic moving pretty good, both directions, north and south. How about another shot there of 37 at Southton Road, and then 1604 at Valley Meadow traffic moving pretty good right now. So TxDOT not reporting any major accidents, but interesting enough, they are reporting that there are reports of a pedestrian on the highway at Loop 410 and I-10. It's going to try and figure out if that's the east side area or the northwest side where that exactly is going on. So we also have drive cam on the roads right now, and Alex Gomez is at 410 and I-10 on the northwest side right now. So we're still trying to get some connection there with Alex out there in drive cam. But as you see from his shot right there in our news unit, traffic is looking pretty good in that area. Again, we'll check in on that pedestrian on the highway reports that we're seeing on TxDOT's website right now and give you a little bit more information here in just a bit. Japhanie?
This morning, a San Antonio mother is tired of dealing with her neighbor's dog. The final straw was the past Thursday when the pit bull attacked her daughter. The video right there shows Jeanette Guerrero's daughter heading to her bus stop when their neighbor's pit bull runs at her and bites her leg. You see it right there. It is very terrifying. Her daughter had to go to urgent care and get antibiotics. The pit bull now in quarantine, but only until Sunday.
It's not safe. And from what I was told is that this dog has multiple, they called on that dog multiple times. He hasn't bit. This is his first bite. So now they're taking further action. The owner's got criminal citations.
Animal Care Services investigating the incident. They're also working to get additional information about the neighbors, saying the dog has an aggressive history.
Yeah, that's some scary stuff there. Well, this is a story that we told you about first here on Good Morning San Antonio. A new San Antonio police helicopter has been dedicated to a fallen officer. You just saw his picture there. Detective Benjamin Marconi was shot and killed outside Public Safety Headquarters in 2016. A new Eagle aircraft named Bravo Mike was dedicated yesterday. Marconi's family was there as well. Eagle honors fallen officers by placing the last three numbers of the officer's badge number on the tail of the helicopter along with their initials BM. The pilots flying Bravo Mike say that it's an honor to carry Detective Marconi's legacy.
I really hope they just realize that we are memorializing them in just such a great way, and that we will never forget the sacrifice that they gave, and us as brothers and sisters together, we will just always remember them as we fly around the city.
Marconi was a detective with the Special Victims Unit. He had been with San Antonio Police for 20 years.
Colorado has become ground zero in the McDonald's E. coli outbreak, with the CDC now expecting more cases to be reported. Sliced onions and the quarter pounders have been identified as the possible culprit. Other restaurants are now pulling the onions from their menus. Officials tracking the McDonald's outbreak have reported 49 cases of E. coli in 10 states, with one death and 10 hospitalizations. None of those are in Texas, though, at this time. Now, the first lawsuit in connection with the outbreak has been filed by a man who claims that he was infected with E. coli 2 days after eating at Colorado's McDonald's.
All right, switching gears a bit here. Well, check this out. The LA Dodgers superstar Shohei Ohtani's historic 50-50 club baseball has been sold at a record-breaking price. And of course, this just before the start of the World Series tomorrow. The ball was auctioned yesterday or Wednesday, yes, for almost $4.4 million. Yikes, yes. Imagine catching that thing, $4.4 million. Shohei Ohtani became the first baseball player ever to hit 50 home runs and steal 50 bases in a single season. According to the auction house Golden, this is the highest price ever paid for a baseball or any ball, in fact, in any sport.
You know, it must be nice to just throw away, or no pun intended, hey, baseball. But it must be nice to just have that kind of money to just be like, I'm just going to buy this little ball that I can easily go buy at the Dollar Tree and just say that it was his.
Well, imagine being the person that caught it, because they need to, first of all, sell it to the auction house. I'm sure, I don't know how that all works, but imagine just being in the stands and catching that baseball. You know, you're an instant millionaire.
I'm telling you, that's a blessing. Hey, shout out to you if you got it. 5:36 right now, 73 degrees outside.
All right, coming up, this month's episode of Know My Neighborhood takes us to the Thompson neighborhood. We're going to show you what people who live there are saying, why they are worried about, and what they are worried about the most, and the city's plan to fix some of those issues.
And we're going out to live cam right now. Good morning, San Antonio. Again, happy Thursday. Beautiful shot right there at the city. Got some clouds in the sky. I don't think we have any rain, though, which is something that we need. And of course, Justin Horn will have all the details on the specifics with that coming up. Welcome back, 540. It's time for a new edition of Know My Neighborhood, and this month's episode takes us to the Thompson neighborhood. Now, this is a community about 6 miles west of downtown between Highway 90 and Port San Antonio near JBSA Lackland.
That's right. So we're going to dive into the issues that affect people in that community the most. Our Patty Santos is part of the Know My Neighborhood team, the squad, and joins us now to tell us more about tonight's new episode. Good morning, Patty.
Hey there, good morning. I hope you guys watch tonight. The Know My Neighborhood segment takes a closer look at what makes the neighborhoods unique, but we also look into the issues that they're worried about. The Thompson residents say they are worried about the sidewalks, curbs, and lack of lighting in some streets, but the biggest hurdle they're facing right now is the drainage and flooding problems that threatens to uplift dozens of homes in that area. The city has presented a flood improvement proposal. The plan would be to remove anywhere from 100 to 150 homes to make a drainage pond to mitigate flooding. The Thompson neighborhood would see the first of 3 phases.
And there's a lot of elderly around here. Can't afford that. How do you uproot somebody that's already in their 70s going into their 80s, or, you know, there's just no way they'd be able to live a comfortable life.
And the other 2 phases in other neighborhoods would potentially force out other property owners, but those details and plans have not yet been released by the city. You can watch the full Know My Neighborhood episode tonight at 6. You can also watch it on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, and on your TV. And don't forget to sign up for our Know My Neighborhood newsletter. You can sign up at KSAT.com/newsletters. Guys.
All right, cannot wait for that episode. Again, some great work done by Patty Santos on our Know My Neighborhood series. All right, guys, it's 5:42 right now, 73 degrees outside.
All right, take a look at your screen right now. This little cute little ogre needing a place to go, all dressed up for Halloween. We're going to visit with the Animal Defense League about how you can take this friend home.
And taking a look at Drive Cam, again, Alex Gomez out on the roads for us. As last check, he was over in the northwest side of town, 410 and I-10. Things looking pretty good out there for the most part. We're going to check in with TransGuide and give you an update here coming up in just a bit.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know, to check the weather first before sailing.
It's gonna get nasty later. Yep.
Hey! Perfect day for sailing, huh? Have fun on land.
I'll go tell the Coast Guard. Yep.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Mornings.
Cough? Congestion?
I'm feeling better. All in one and done with Mucinex Kickstart.
Headache?
Better now.
Mucinex Kickstart gives all-in-one and done relief with a morning jolt of instant cooling sensation. It's comeback season.
Panera's mac and cheese, fave. Tomato soup in a bread bowl, fave. All your favorites, always at Panera. So grab a chocolate chipper. We know it's a fave too. Panera. Free, no-fee delivery for My Panera Rewards members on our app.
Welcome back. Of course, we got our Animal Defense League here with Felicia Nino, and we have a cute little ogre, I'm assuming. Like, who are we dealing with right here?
This is Mattel.
Mattel, like, this little cap is getting me.
He's hilarious. He is a 3-month-old little pup who is available for adoption. He is very, very sweet. He had a bath this morning, so I think he's also still trying to wake up and figure out what's happening and why he's wearing this beautiful, beautiful headpiece.
It's okay. He looks like he's ready to go for Halloween. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen right here. So, Mattel, wake up for a second because we got a really cool deal right now. So, if you guys notice, we got some cool accessories right here. So, if you could, Felicia, tell me exactly what is this?
Yeah, so we have an amazing partnership with North Park Subaru. And on Saturday, October 26th, we will be out there at their San Pedro location from 10 to 2, and we were going to have all, pets available for adoption. Yeah. But every single dog or cat who is adopted will get to go home with a really cool bag. Okay. So this is the kitty bag, and you have the puppy bag. Exactly, because the toys, it comes with a collar for your kitty, even a laser pointer to play with your kitty, all sorts of really cool things. Look at that.
That is really cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Zoomies, dogs rule. I love that right there. Look at that. Yes. That is really, really neat right there. So a whole cool, it's kind of like a bag for new pet parents.
Exactly. It's a little adoption kit that they're graciously giving to every single person who adopts. So this is a really cool opportunity, and I love that they incorporated the cats as well. Yeah. It's super sweet to do that because, everybody has their preference as to whether you love cats or kittens or both. So if you want to adopt both, you get to take these cool little bags home with you. It's a little starter bag to get you going. But we're very excited. We'll have so many cute babies available for adoption that day. So come on out and see us from 10 to 2 at North Park Subaru off of San Pedro.
Awesome sauce. So again, if you guys are interested in that event, getting you a cool little bag right here, or if you're interested in little Mattel here, who is still just zoned out with his little ogre outfit, of course you can call them or visit their location, 11300 Nacogdoches. Give them a call at 210-655-1481 or visit their website at adltexas.org. Thanks so much, Felicia. Thank you, little Mattel. It is so cute how when they take baths, they get so narcoleptic. And
yeah, they do. He was chilling.
Just chilling.
And then I don't know if he was like, I got to take this head cover off of me.
Right.
I don't know about this.
Oh, gosh. We're taking a live look right now with Trash Guide, getting on some road conditions going on. Of course, we got those same standard construction zones. But as RJ mentioned earlier, there is apparently a pedestrian on the highway. This is at Loop 410 and I-10 in the eastbound lane. That is causing some type of situation right there. And then also there is some road debris that have ended up on the roadway on I-10 in Balcones. So keep that in mind if that is part of your commute. Again, if you see a person, please slow down, turn your lights on bright, do whatever you need to do to try to avoid them at all costs.
That's right. And I believe we have Alex Gomez back for us in Drive Cam this morning. All right, Alex, we missed you.
Yes.
We tried to do our best impersonation of you, but we obviously cannot match the man behind the wheel. Alex, how are things looking out there?
RJ, good morning and happy Friday Junior. Friday Junior, you almost had that. You forgot the Friday Junior, but you know what? I forgive you. You sounded pretty much like me, RJ. But when it comes to traffic, you really didn't miss so much out here. Check out the highway speeds. Highway speeds are pretty fast this morning. This is going to be 35 southbound right outside the downtown area. And right now I have no reported crashes to tell you about. It's been a pretty good morning so far, RJ.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Alex. And of course, good to have Alex back as we get closer to 6 o'clock hour, where of course we're going to get a lot more people out on the roads. Thank you very much for that.
All right, guys, you showed that puppy a little bit earlier, Jaffy.
Oh my God.
That was cute, but this
is too much.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
precious.
Trick or treat. Or smell like, yet. That is well done. We appreciate the Halloween pictures. You can start sending them in now. Maybe you've got some, you don't have your costume on yet, but if you got any Halloween scenes you want to share with us, do it. We love to see them. Send it into our KSAT Connect. You can do that through the KSAT app or the KSAT weather app. Thank you for the baby pumpkin picture. As we go outside for you, we've got cloudy skies here over San Antonio right now. 73, 70 in New Braunfels, upper 60s for Bernie and Kerrville, and a south wind, which is helping to keep temperatures up this morning. It's also ushering in potentially some fog. We've seen that fog I showed you earlier down towards Beeville and Victoria. We'll see if some of that lifts off to the north. This is one of our computer models, and it does show some of that fog perhaps impacting San Antonio over the next couple of hours. Now, these models are not going to be perfect when it comes to predicting fog, but just be on the lookout, especially if you're on the southeast side of town, for a little bit of lowered visibility. We'll keep you posted if it does roll in. 69 at 8 o'clock, 71, 9 a.m. We'll lose the clouds, 82 midday, and then we're up to 88 for high. Mostly sunny this afternoon. Here's the futurecast, and we've been talking about this the last couple days where we've basically been storm system free across the country. Well, that begins to change next week. So this is Sunday. We begin to see a trough area of low pressure develop across the Rocky Mountains. And it digs, but not far enough south, I don't think, unfortunately, for us to have any big impacts here. And I think the only encouraging thing to kind of take away from this is that we're starting to see the pattern shift. So we should see more of these type troughs move across the country. That will begin to usher in more cold fronts, and hopefully eventually one will move through here to cool us down. But I don't think this is the one. We are going to put in a few showers maybe midweek, but when you're talking about Halloween, it's looking as though it will be mild. Jackets likely not needed. It is also trending dry, other than maybe a shower or two. Of course, the wild card would be a cold front, which I think at this point is going to stay north of us. So that's kind of the bummer. 89 Friday, 88 Saturday, upper 80s next week. So we continue the status quo. Cold front free for now.
Bunch of 88s on there, man.
Yeah.
Bunch of 88s.
Michael Irvin's number, C.D. Lamb's number.
Yeah,
I could go all day.
Well, at least they're not 90, 90, 90, 100, 100 like we
That's
were
true.
saying.
That's true. It's not record territory, but definitely above average. Yeah.
It is 5:53 right now, 73 outside as we speak.
All right, let's take a look at your Texas lottery and your lottery numbers here. Pick 3, we got 109, Fireball 3. Daily 4, 3907, Fireball 3. Cash 5, 14, 22, 23, 32, and 33. And our Lotto Texas numbers 12, 15, 22, 24, 31, and 51.
And then our Powerball, 2, 15, 27, 29, 39, Powerball of 20, the big 2-0 with the multiplier of 2. Lottery Texas, of course, good luck. Welcome back, 5:56. We are just days away from Halloween. And did you know there are a ton of family-friendly events happening all over town for the occasion? It is really a great way to explore the different parts of the town while also getting into the Halloween spirit. Got that full list of events listed for you right now on KSAT.com.
Yeah, cannot believe it is already Halloween weekend coming up here. And still ahead on GMSA, 6 o'clock, Know My Neighborhood is back, y'all. We're going to tell you where we're going tonight and the stories from the people that live there.
Plus, there's a lot going on this weekend again across the Alamo City. RJ's going to tell us the areas to avoid if you don't want to be stuck in traffic.
Downtown. We're going to take it with Drive Cam 2. Alex Gomez is scanning the streets for us, obviously going to give us an update on the roads. And then Justin Horn's going to give us an update on our Thursday forecast leading into, of course, the Halloween weekend. We'll be right back.